Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I will lecture about mobile networks. So this is a common generation in a mobile network. So we have 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, but right now is we are talking about 5G, and the next maybe next 2 or next 3 year we have a 6G. So when we talk about first generation, two generation, third generation, fourth generation, and five generation. So we go for the technology has been used in different generation. As you can see that for the first generation, we stay using analog signal, and for 2G until 5G, right now we are using digital transmission. And this is an example of a technology has been used in a different five generation. So for the first generation, we are using AMPS technology, NMT technology, TACS technology. And compared to 2G generation, we are using GSM and DAMPS technology. And for 3G, we are using UNTS CDMA. And the fourth generation, we are using LTE. And the latest one, we are using NR technology. So this is in terms of technology. In terms of services, you can see here, for the first generation, we are using only for voice. So it means that you can make a call. But after that, for 2G, 3G, 4G, and 5G, so this is enhancement based on the previous services. We are using voice, SMS, and right now it's a data. But this is the enhancement technology, the enhancement of services. Like say right now, you can make a video call, you can use your WhatsApp. At the same time, you can use your WhatsApp as a video call and so on. So we have a lot of that. This one is already changing for the first generation, for the first generation compared to other generation. As you still remember that when you use the first generation, you only can make a call only, but no MMS, no SMS, no video call, and so on. So but now the technology is changing. You can use anything using your mobile device. And this is the first generation. You can see that the first generation is introduced late 1987 by Telecom, but right now, today we call as a Telstra. And this is analog technology. The maximum speed is only 2.4 gigabyte per second. But the limitation of this generation is poor battery life, and voice quality was large without mass security. Of course, this is the first generation. Of course, we have a lot of weaknesses and also the limitation. The second generation changed from the analog to digital technology and implementation of the concept CDMA and GSM, and provides more data service like SMS and MMS. If you are still remember, for the second generation, you can use the technology MMS, because you can use this technology. You can send an email through MMS services, and the maximum speed is 40 kilobyte per second or 1 megabyte per second. So this is improvement from the first generation. The third generation already moved to wireless technology. And from this, the third generation offer more services such as web browsing, email, video downloading, picture sharing, and other smartphone technology. And this is actually provide a greater facilitates greater voice and data capacity. At the same time, also support wider range of application, and also increase the data transmission at a lower cost. And the most important part is three generation provide multimedia services. Support along with streaming are more prepared. And the maximum speed for three generation is of course better compared to first generation and two generation, which is can go for 21.6 megabyte per second. 4th generation, very different technology compared to 3G. Why? Provide high speed, high quality, and also high capacity to user, and also improving in terms of security, and lower the cost of voice and data services, multimedia, and internet over IP, internet provider. So this is a comparison. Of course, 4G is better compared to 3G. And now, right now, we talk about 5G. 5G is a currently under development. So most of certain place in Malaysia, we have a 4G. But right now, 5G in certain country have a 5G technology. But in Malaysia, it's still under development. What the advantage of 5G? Promises significant faster data rate, highest connection density, much lower latency, among other improvement. So this is a better compared to 4G. And the maximum speed for 5G aim go to 35.46 gigabyte, which is over, not double, not triple, but 35 times faster than 4G. So this is a better. Hopefully working well. And what kind of technology has been used in mobile application? Of course, this is the technology has been used in mobile application. It's a MANET. We call it a MANET. MANET is actually stand for mobile ad hoc network. The definition about MANET is system of mobile node interfacing without the assistance of centralized infrastructure. So you can see that this is a MANET technology. So it means that all these devices communicate with others. The characteristic of ad hoc technology: dynamic topology, limited channel bandwidth, variable capacity link, energy constraint operation, and also limited physical security. This is all the characteristic of ad hoc network. This is the model of ad hoc model. This is in terms of infrastructure, and this is ad hoc. So this is ad hoc network. This is also infrastructure network. But this is the compare. You can compare this ad hoc network and infrastructure network. In this diagram, in infrastructure network, we have access point as the middle to connect all the devices. But in ad hoc network, we only direct connect device to device. This is a few example of application under MANET or using MANET technology. This is for the commercial sector. And this is for web services. In the commercial sector, ad hoc can be used in emergency or rescue operation for disaster or relief effort, such as fire, flood, and earthquake. So this is example application. Others application in commercial sector, ship-to-ship ad hoc mobile communication, law enforcement. And now we go for the web services. And also apply for the web services, which is implemented with ad hoc network, where any node in the network can serve as a gateway to outside world. And also has been implemented in military application. And the purpose is to establish or maintain in battlefield in an unknown region. And the ad hoc network having said organizing capability can be effectively used in this situation. And also, this technology can become as a to monitor all the military, and you can see that, sorry, this one is a same. Okay, others feel in terms of crisis management and personal area network. In crisis management, this is infrastructure may be destroyed, so that's why we are looking for the ad hoc network. So this is a better. And others, personal area network, managing personal thing like printer, cell phone, PDA, headset, and so on. However, we find out the issue in MANET. So we have a three issue in MANET. For the first one is vulnerability, second one is attack, and the next one is a challenge. What is vulnerability in MANET? For vulnerability in MANET, for the first one, we need to understand what is vulnerability. Vulnerability is a weaknesses in security system, which is unauthorized data manipulation because of the system does not verify a user identity. So this is happened because of a lack of centralized management. The second one is a resource availability, scalability, and bandwidth constraint. For vulnerability has been found out, and we go one by one. What is lack of centralized management? So it means that we do have a centralized monitor server, so we can monitor all the sources. The second one is resource availability. We need to provide a secure communication in such changing the information. The third one is scalability. Due to mobility of node, scale of ad hoc network changing all the time. And the last one is bandwidth constraint, very low capacity, susceptible to external noise and interference and signal attenuation effect. So this is a four vulnerability problem in MANET approach. And now we go for the second one. What kind of attack in MANET? We have an external, we have an internal. For the first one is we need to understand what is attack in MANET. So this is happen sometime from the outsider or attack or hackers can directly attack to the application using a MANET approach. For the first one, we go for the external attack. For the external attack is actually happen because of congestion sent for routing information or cost unavailability of services. The second one is internal attack. Internal attacks due to of malicious node from the network gain unauthorized access and impersonate as a genuine node. So this is a two example of attack in MANET. But now we move to the challenge in MANET. We have a few things. We have a three challenges in MANET. For the first one is security and reliability. And the next one is quality of services. And the last one is a power consumption. Now we go one by one. What is a security and reliability? Okay, in ad hoc network, has its particular security problem because of nasty neighbor relaying packet. So this is happen. So this is a challenge. In MANET, so we need to overcome this kind of problem to ensure we have a high security and reliability. The second one is the quality of services. This is happen because of inherent stochastic feature of communication quality in MANET. So it means that this one can make it is difficult to offer fixed guarantee on the services offered to a device. The last one is power consumption. For most of lightweight mobile terminal, the communication related function should be optimized for lane power consumption. And now we move to the security. Security mobile in ad hoc network is a very challenging. The goal to evaluate is mobile ad hoc network is secure or not. So when we talk about the MANET, of course, we look for the security element. So we need to find out this mobile ad hoc network is secure or not. So we need to find out one by one. For the first one, we go for the availability. Availability means that the assets are accessible to only authorized, not unauthorized party. The second one is confidential. So means that to make sure the computer related assets are accessed only by authorized party. Confidential. So means that all the asset, all the information is confidential. Of course, only can access by authorized party. The next one is integrity. So means that only authorized party can modify or make any changing. So this is in terms of integrity. So not anybody can make a changing. So it means that only certain person, only certain party, only certain authorized person can make a changing. The next one is authentication. So it means that authentication enable a node to ensure that identity of peer node is communicated with. So it means that only that we have, for example, authentication using username, password. So for that example, so it means that you can log in the system. So this is we consider as authentication. And the last one is authorization. So it means that assign different access. So we have a few category of user. We need to find out. We need to list down this kind of category only can access a certain menu. So that's why the authorization, the purpose is actually to assign different access right to different type of user. Okay, so that's all for that. Thank you.